Dear students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Arafat mujeeb from FEI Higher Secondary Nowgam. Today is my lecture second, Science 8, and topic is changes associated with adolescence, and it is of the chapter Reaching the Age of Adolescence. Before I told you about the term adolescence, how we define this term, and it is a process, natural process can be seen in adolescent boy, adolescent girl when they reach at different age levels, and it is seen in the midway of their life when a girl child and a boy child pass some period of time, and such changes are remarkable by their physical features, by their behavior, by their mental thinking, by their reproduction, way of reproduction. All are a remarkable presence seen by the adolescents. Here we are today. I am going to discuss about the changes associated with adolescents. What were the changes you can see in them? And I have mentioned 7 pointers in here on the board. That first one is the changes you can see in adolescents, boy child, girl child. When a girl child has a puberty age between 10 to 18 years, 10 to 17 years, I can say sometimes. And in boy child, this age starts by the age of 13 to the age of 18, 19, and it is the age of puberty where a boy child and a girl child shows sexual maturity, and with sexual maturity certain changes are remarkable physically. We can see physically and is visible to us that the increase in height, ये एक change है associated with adolescents. Second is the change in body shape, उनके body shape पे भी change आती है, voice change. Fourth one is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands, and fifth change in them or a development in sex organs, and the sixth one is reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. It is also important that is seen in adolescents. They are reaching at that age whether they could take own decisions, they think themselves, they are decision makers. Now they are respectable persons. Now they could judge anything, etc., are related by this sixth character. Now seventh one is the secondary sexual characters that the adolescents develop during the age of their maturity. So let us we have our review about the following terms. First one is the adolescents, they increase in height. If we talk about the adolescent boy, adolescent girl, first of all, it is a noticeable remark in them that in girl child, the rate of height in early ages, I mean the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so on, 14, or in the early ages, their height increases at a high rate as compared to the boy child, boy adolescent. The rate of height is minimum rather than the girl child. It is seen that the rate of increasing height in girl child in early age is high as compared to boys. And then they attain the equal growth. They attain the equal. They reaches the equal height later on, near the age of the 18-19 year of age. Both girl adolescent, boy adolescent, now they reach to the equal height, just as is seen. The increase in height, it is also associated with the adolescents, that such changes seen in them when they are age of puberty, when they are all, when we call them teenagers, adolescents. We see this type of property in them. Now, second is their change in body shape. Now these adolescent boy or girl, their body shape changes. That means what changes take place in boys as adolescents. Their shoulders become broadened, and their muscles become tough, body muscles become strong, tough, and prominent, rather than the girls. Their muscles are smooth, they are developed, soft muscles they develop, and fat store much more accumulate in the tissues and give a proper shape to their body. And second one, as the boy, as an adolescent, that in case of body shape, that means their we can say that their limbs, their neck growth take place. There is a growth in the upper limbs and lower limbs. Their growth takes place, and in the boy child, the boy adolescent, the body shape also changes. That there is a growth in body parts like the arms and legs, and in the girl the same body shape take place in them. As I talk about the girl adolescent at the pelvic region, जो pelvic side है वो broad होते हैं, that means waist becomes wider, their waist becomes wider, their pelvic girdles enlarge in size, and maintain they becomes broad at the waist side in case of the girdles. And we can see that the breasts in case of girl child develops, and it remains suppressed growth of the, in case of boy adolescents, the जो मिली glands होते हैं उनमें growth नहीं होते, they remain suppressed. And it is about the body shape. I talk about both the adolescents, boys and girls. Now there is a voice change which could differentiate by the third character. We could now differentiate boy child and girl child by their voices. That in a girl child, usually you can see that their voice is shrill. There is a high pitchness, and in talking of girl, in the talk of the girl, there is a high pitch. And in case of boys, as a voice is concerned, their voice is deep, harsh, something harsh, deep, loud, and because of highly development of vocal cord, high growth and development of vocal cord in boys is noticeable, and the muscles associated with the vocal cords is well developed, prominent, and there is a harsh and loud sound by boys. And in case of girls, the voice is shrill, high pitched, and they all have also vocal cord also developed, not so developed as in case of boy adolescent, that you can also see it in the neck region, and it is a protruded growth of the protruded growth of the vocal cord, and it is visible on the surface of the neck in case of boy adolescents or इसको देख भी सकते हो. So in males it remains visible, and in females its growth is not so prominent and is or not seen. In case of females, this vocal cord is not so visible in females, as in males it is more developed and prominent to see. That we move ahead. The fourth character associated with the adolescents. Also, the fourth change in them is the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. जो उनमें both sweat and sebaceous glands or exocrine glands, they are ducted glands, as sweat glands helps in the perspiration. हमको that means loss, removal of the salt, glucose, water by their body so as to maintain the body temperature. To regulate the body temperature is a function of the sweat. Excess loss of salt, excess loss of glucose, excess loss of uric acid by the sweat gland is the water vapors. So maintain the interior temperature of the body. And same one is the sebaceous glands are found in various different parts of our body. It excretes some wax-like substance, waxy substance, or removed by the sebaceous glands in order to maintain the metabolic activities, metabolic performance by the body. As we see in mostly in adolescents, the growth of sweat gland and sebaceous gland is much more, and there is a high growth of the sebaceous sweat glands. And sometimes the sweat glands, sebaceous glands, oil glands got infection and they are in acne form, and we get a pimples. They got infection as it is often noticeable in the teenagers that they have a lot of pimples on face, on their bodies. It is a character associated with remains partly to their life period. So it is a curable, it can be cured later on, so that the activity of the actually the metabolic rate increases in our body, various functions take place, as we say that the adolescent is most energetic, much more activity, much more growth and development takes place at this age, and it is obviously happen to take place here. There is an increased growth of development of sweat and sebaceous gland because it is energetic. It do more activities at this age, and it performs various body activities. And the growth is at the peak, development is at the peak in body cells, tissue cells. We may know that there is a high growth in body parts, tissues, interior organs, exterior organs, and the exterior parts. Then it is perhaps to take place the activity, much more activity of sweat and sebaceous glands in order to maintain overall the metabolic rate performed by these adolescents. Therefore, adolescents are often advised, as per their personal hygiene is concerned, that they should take the bath properly and daily, because of the secretion of the sweat and sebaceous gland is much more, and there is a false smell by their body when they show the much more activity, as the body is internally shows much more performance, much more activity. And for their personal hygiene is concerned, they should keep themselves clean, fresh, and take bath daily, as per the secretion of these glands are much more than at a peak at the age of the puberty. Then we move ahead, and there is a fifth point, development in sex organs also, and it is seen that in adolescents there is a development in sex organs. Here it refers to sex organs. Here I talk about the testes, and in case of male, and ovaries, Ovaries in case of females, their development take place in them. Their development take place in testes, ovaries, sex organs. Development takes place. They are collectively known as gonads. How their development takes place? It is the effect of sex hormones. Effect of sex hormones. Sex hormones are responsible. I talk about sex hormones. जो टेस्टोस्टेरोन है या हम बात करेंगे एस्ट्रोजन सेक्स हार्मोन इन फीमेल्स. टेस्टोस्टेरोन हार्मोन secreted within the cells of the testes, and in the ovaries there are the hormone estrogen hormone which develops which can growth and develop the sex organs, then the sex gland, primary sex gland is in key growth and development. When there is a growth and proper growth and development of these reproductive glands, then that organism, then these adolescents keep capability of reproducing their young ones, new generations of their own. That means this makes them this character makes them reproductive capability, reproduction, fit for reproduction. This makes us fit for the reproduction. They make them reproduction capability that in them. Then it is here we can see the sex organs development takes place, the gonads takes place, their growth and function takes place. Then there is a formation of sperm in testes, and there is a formation of ova in ovaries in females, and also their external genitalia in males. External genitalia, I mean the penis जो external genitalia होता है, external organ होता है, reproductive organ होता है penis. या हम बात कर लेंगे फीमेल में यूटेरस या फैलोपियन ट्यूब है, उनका ग्रोथ साथ साथ होता है. इट इज आल्सो द इफेक्ट ऑफ द सेक्स हार्मोन्स. ये बनना शुरू, इसका बनना होता है इन द गोनेड्स, एंड दे हैव आल्सो इफेक्ट ऑन द एक्सटर्नल जेनिटेलिया. In females, uterus start developing, uterus start to prepare. There is a then menstrual cycle in females, and the formation of menstrual cycle, it is a secondary sexual character. Later on we'll study this. First of all, this is the development. When there is a well developed sex organs, these gonads and external genitalia organs, that the penis in male, females, uterus, oviduct, breasts in females, that the mammary glands, then they start reproducing their young ones. Now let us we move forward that there is these adolescents are also mentally fit. Now their mental brain develops with the age. With the age of puberty, they cross this line period. This life period they cross. It is crucial to them to think what is correct, what is wrong. Also their brain develops. Now they mentally think about something. It is fit to me or not. Sometimes it take now independent in decisions, not now remain dependent on their parents. Now it takes in a whole decision maker, take a decision on ourselves, take a judgment. Now think more and more. Now have feelings, keep a great feelings about the incidents, about various situations. It keeps the feelings, it keeps the affection. Now it now knows what are elders, what are the youngers. That means now he is a learner of the surrounding. Sometimes at that age he himself understand that I am the king, and the female I am the queen. Now I can make the world under my arms. That and I will make my majesty. I am the majesty in the world. I take my views, I take my opinions, all of it. It is because of their mental changes, brain changes. Brain is developing now. his brain is developing now to so many thoughts, so many emotional. He also becomes emotional when he sometime watch about there is a difference, there is any wrong, there is any, look, it is about, therefore it is advised to the adolescents, you should have a good company, you should you should have a friend which is very which has sympathy to you, which is very loyal to you, and which is very helpful to you, and which is very kind. And you should not go at this age, you should not have company to the bad, and you might will get the bad habits. Now at this age, this teenager or this adolescent learns. It is a learning age, it is a thinking age, it is an independent age. Now it can achieve the good habits or the bad habits. It depends upon now this youngster in what company he is devising. He make himself the presence of bad company or either the good company. It is a crucial age to maintain yourself. And I hope that you always prefer to be in a good company. Then we move later on. There is a seventh last one character associated with the adolescents can be seen. Secondary sexual character. Secondary sexual character means here now it is the role of the sex hormones, that is the testosterone hormone. Testosterone hormone. It is also commonly known as the male sex hormone. Male sex hormone. And I am talking about here. I will write here male sex hormone, or I talk about the female sex hormone. Female sex hormone. I talk about the estrogen hormone. Both the testosterone, estrogen develop secondary sexual character in these adolescents and could be sexually differentiated. There is sexual dimorphism. There estrogen hormone and testosterone. Testosterone has developed a secondary sexual character in males, and estrogen hormone develop a secondary sexual character in females. As we see that in males, what type of secondary sexual characters they develop? You might have seen that they develop the mustaches, upper lip, mustache, beard, and the chest hair and other body auxiliary hair are developed at the pubic region, armpits. They develop the hair. In boy adolescent, secondary sexual character develop in this way. And in this secondary sexual character, we can see that that means there is also a change in the reproductive organs, secondary sexual characters. Now estrogen, how it developed the secondary sexual characters, as we see that there is a huge accumulation of fat in thighs and in the back region of females. They start to accumulate much more fat, and their ovaries start developing much more, and there is a maturation of ova, formation of egg, monthly releasing by the respective ovaries is known as the ovulation. Ovulation takes place during the cycle, take place in the female's menstrual cycles. There is a menstrual flow. First start of menstrual cycle is known as the menarche. Menarche, I will write here the menarche. Menarche. First flow of the menstrual cycle in females is also a secondary sexual character, and there is a body hair, pubic hair form, then the hair on their body is the secondary sexual character, and there is no mustaches are seen, a beard are seen in females. that means it is not a secondary sexual related, that makes the differentiation between adolescent male and adolescent female. These secondary sexual characters develop. As we can see, the secondary sexual characters develop, it is related to the development of the mammary glands, glands. After the birth of the child, she develops this mammary gland in way of milk formation. They feed their baby with a milk. Now these are the secondary sexual characters develop. Actually, the effect is of estrogen in female and testosterone male sex hormone. Both the effect is of secondary sexual character and this development. Sometimes that is also known as the accessory sexual characters. Those characters which are related with, if the adolescents are now capable to have reproduction, then they produce their younger ones, new babies. Now the characters are associated with it, which could differentiate both their male and female sexually, and they are differentiated. That is known as, इससे पहले भी मैंने बताया, sexual dimorphism. Now it is, dear students, both the hormones, or this hormone estrogen is secreted within the ovaries and testosterone is secreted within the testes. टेस्टिस में बनता है ये हार्मोन, और वहाँ पे भी इसका इफेक्ट रहता है, और बॉडी पार्ट्स पे भी इफेक्ट रहता है मेल में. और जो एस्ट्रोजन है इसका भी इफेक्ट रहता है विद इन द ओवरीज, और बॉडी के पार्ट्स में भी इफेक्ट लाता है सेक्सुअली. एंड बोथ द हार्मोन्स आर अंडर द कंट्रोल, देयर स्टिमुलेशन टेक्स प्लेस. ये तब रिलीज होंगे इनमें. दीज आर द साइट्स. These are the glands where the testosterone is produced by testes, and ovaries is produced by the this estrogen is produced by the ovaries. These are the sites where both the hormones are produced, and their effect is what effect they produce their secondary sexual character in adolescent boy and adolescent girl. That there could be a sexual differentiation. Now both the hormone is under the control of the pituitary gland, which is known as the master gland. Both the hormone is under the control of the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, which is known as the master gland. Actually, it releases the stimulated hormone, so that it is influence can be seen on this, and can be also seen on this. Yes, students, this is all about today's topic, that changes associated with adolescents. The chapter is reaching the age of adolescence. I hope you understand this topic, and later on I will proceed next chapter, next topic. Thank you.